everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. Mine's been going fantastic. Got a lot of drone time in. Spent a lot of time shopping at flea markets. Today, I actually hit 3 different flea markets. Yes, 3. I went to a local one here in Berea. I got up and went to that at 5 a.m. Spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours there. Shot over to Litchfield, Ohio, which they have a flea market on every Sunday. Spent about an hour and a half, maybe a little less there. Bought some goodies. And then I shot over to Medina Collectible Market, which is the 3rd weekend of each month, or the 3rd Sunday of each month. Picked up a lot of stuff there as well. So let's get started and I'll show you what I got. Alright, the first thing I picked up was this cool little tin cat. It opens up. I spent $2 on this. I'll sell it between $5 and $10 depending on the flea market. So not a huge money maker, but it'll look good in my booth. Another item I got at Berea was this key and doorknob plate setup. Really cool. I paid $1 for this. I'm not sure what I'll get for it. At least $5 to $10, and it's just cool. Fits my motif, and someone will definitely buy these because I've sold them in the past. The next few items are from a customer. He was always buying stuff from my booth. He mentioned he was going to start selling off some of his stuff, so I seen him there today. He had everything super clean in packages, so let's show you what I got. First thing I got was this vintage razor. He's got $3 on it. It's a miniature razor with a razor case. Very interesting. Believe it or not, a lot of people do collect razors and shavers, so I'm sure that's who will buy this. He wanted $3. I built a pile and did a deal that way, so I probably got this for $1. I'll ask between $5 and $10 again. This was also in that pile that I put together. It's a dice holder. It holds 2 dice. Really cool. Put a chain on it, make a necklace. I'll ask between $5 and $10 on this as well. Next package here is a bundle of 4 lighters. All the blades are good. None are broken. He asked $5 for all 4. I'll get $5 a piece. The next item is this small miniature pipe. It's about 1.5 inches long. Says Thriftco Briar. It's a charm for a necklace or a keychain. I'm expecting to sell this to someone that collects pipes, obviously, or miniatures. He wanted $3. Again, it was in the pile. I'll put a chain on here and ask $5. The last thing in the little bundle pile I got was this Edmund Fitzgerald car carrier. It's lead. It's real heavy, lead or brass. I'm not sure if I'll get much for it. Just thought it was cool. He wanted $4. In my booth, I wouldn't ask any less than $5. Another item I bought was these film reels. There's 5 of these in this little carrying case. These do really well on eBay. I got 2 of them. I paid $15 for the pair. I expect to get $25 to $45 per case. I know it varies a little bit, but I'll probably aim towards the bottom since I don't have very much into them. Sell the first one, and then price the second one a little higher. So that's what I paid for these. That's what I expect to get. Let's go to the next item. Sometimes at these flea markets, it amazes me what you can get for $5. First off, it's a leather case. It's a Polaroid. As you know, I'm addicted to buying cameras. I always buy cameras. They sell really well for me. This one is the SX70. You've probably seen them in my videos before, or have seen them yourself. This one is the white one, which I've never had. I've had the black one. I've had a couple of the silver ones. I've had the Alpha. I've had the Classic. This is just the SX70 Model 2. I bought it obviously because it was $5. There's no holes in the bellow. It actually looks pretty clean on the inside. They do sell new pads on eBay pretty cheap, so I'll buy some new pads, put it on here, put this on eBay somewhere around $100 with the case, and I've sold every single one I've ever put on eBay. So, and the next 2 items are the odd items of the day. They're the last 2 of the day at Berea. It's called a Buddha stress ball. It's made out of teak wood. It's very cool. It's 3D carved. It sits on his feet, obviously, like that. Really cool. I actually bought a faucet with a bird made out of copper or brass. The bird was the handle. I paid $5 for that. I seen this. I knew the lady selling it, so I offered to trade. She loved the handle. We made the trade. So I say I have $5 into this. Like I said, it's teak wood. So what you're supposed to do is when you're stressed, you rub your hands on it, and that's why for being teak wood, there is no cracks, because the oil from your hands is supposed to keep it from cracking. So this is very cool. I want to do some more research before I sell it. It'll look good around my house for a while. I really like different interesting things that I've never seen, and I've never seen one of these. So like I said, I'm going to do some more research on it before I sell it or price it. The last thing I got is super creepy. It is a doll head. So she's sleeping this way. You turn her upright, she's awake. So this is very old. I bought this from an old lady. She wanted 5. I offered her 3. She accepted my offer. I'll probably put this in my glass case, like a dome case, just for the creep factor. I don't know. Weird cells, and you know, you gotta have weird things to get people over to your booth, even though they probably won't buy it. Very interesting. Okay, so the next flea market I went to was the Litchfield flea market. It was my first time, didn't really know what to expect. Great place. The first item I purchased there is this wooden boat, hand carved. I would consider this folk art. Very interesting piece. I'll get no less than $10 for it, but I'll start off at about 15. I paid $2 for this. Correction, he was asking $2. I offered $1. After joking around with him for a little bit, he accepted my offer, so we got it for $1. Okay, so the next item I got was this car tire ashtrays. These are really popular here in Ohio because there's a lot of tire factories back in the day here. This is a BF Goodrich tire. It's very thin. Usually they're about 1.5 inches thick. Very interesting. They wanted 5 for this. I got it down to 3 because I got another item which I'll show you next. Tossed in on the deal. So really cool. I expect to sell this for between $20 and $25. This is the next item that I got tossed in on the tire. They wanted 2 for this item, so I did 5 for the pair. Just a little toy car. Might be missing a piece. I don't know. It'll look cool on the shelf in someone's collection. I'll get $5 for it. Nothing big. I just didn't want to pay the full 5 on the tire, so I had to have something tossed in, and this will look great in my booth. So $5 resell. The next 2 items I got bundled together. The first one is this sterling silver and turquoise bear claw ring. It's marked on the inside sterling. The artist is SJ. It is signed. So he wanted $12 for this. I got it tossed in on these, which are photograph negatives on glass. A lot of people think they're slides. They're actually some kind of, like, I forget the correct name. You can leave it in the comments below if you know. It is some kind of type, like not a stereotype, but they're negatives on glass. I have a buyer actually looking for these right now. They pay $3 a piece. He makes art out of them. Some of his work is in museums all around the world. So this one, the guy wanted $2 for. This one slide, it was in a showcase. It's some gentleman with chickens. Don't know if you can see that. Very cool. He wanted $2. I said, "You got any more?" He pointed me over and said, "There's a whole box over there." The whole box is 10. This one's 2. I went and looked. A lot of them are cracked. This one is people at a cemetery, but it is shattered. But there's a lot of them in here. There's 2 boxes, this thick, full. And you know, some of them are broken, but some of them are colored and they're just beautiful. So I'm not sure how many there are. I would guess about 20. 20 times 3, $60. I got the ring, the $2 slide of the chickens, and the whole box. I offered him 15. I buy from this guy all the time. I see him at different flea markets all around. He accepted my offer. I paid him 15. We had a small conversation. It's important to keep those relationships, and I'm gonna call the guy tomorrow and see if he wants to come pick these up. I'll let you know how much I get for them. That was everything I got from Litchfield, so not a whole lot for my first time. I'm very happy that I found those slides, which I know they aren't slides, so please correct me in the comments below. The next flea market we went to was Medina, so let me show you what I got from Medina. One of the first items I got at the Medina flea market is this table lamp. It's vintage, probably from the 50s. I got this for $5. The gentleman said it works. I haven't tried it. It's just a wire in an outlet, so I am pretty sure it will work. Again, I paid $5. I'll get between 15 and 20 at my booth. Of course, I got another camera. This is a Voigtlander. Never had this model. It's an accordion style. I paid 15 bucks for this, which is kind of pricey for me. I do know the seller that I got it from, and you know, sometimes you just gotta buy stuff to keep those relationships good with the buyers, you know. Not saying you have to buy your friends, but if they're having a tough day and they're saying they haven't sold anything, help them out. I know I'm not going to make too much money off this. I might get 25 to 30 bucks without doing any research. Maybe when I do some research, I'll find out it's worth something. Voigtlander is a good camera, so I just bought it to help them out. Yep, I did it again. Third flea market, I got another tire ashtray. This one is Kelly Springfield Mark Imperial Radial. Never had this one. It's not solid like the other one. It's more of an air tire. Pretty cool. He wanted 12 bucks. I got it marked down to 10, and I got this Tintype. It's a photograph on metal. Tossed in on the deal. So I got these two things for $10. He was originally asking $15 for the pair. Again, I'll sell this hopefully to the artist that likes the Tintypes, and I will sell this to someone that collects these ashtrays between $20 and $25. Next item I bought was this Tintype, the largest I've ever purchased. It's roughly an 8x10. You can see the black on the back. She's wearing a cool necklace. You can see her outfit. Very cool. I will try to sell this to the artist as well. They wanted 7 bucks for this. I got 5. Yeah, not too bad. I'm not sure how much I'll get for it. Maybe 10, 15 bucks. Very cool, and even if he doesn't buy it, it'll look great in my booth. From the same booth that I purchased the large Tintype from, I got these 4 salt and pepper shakers, 2 pairs, 1 pair, 1 pair. I got both of these for $2 bucks. The tops are sterling silver. They're marked sterling. If you pay attention, sterling's went way up in the past couple days. Not that it's a lot of sterling, but people do buy it. So I'll clean these up. I'll put them in my booth. Ask between $5 and $10 per pair. Sell them that way, and we'll see how long it takes for them to sell. Again, at that same booth, I purchased 3 little glass bottles. This one he wanted 50 cents for. Obviously, I didn't negotiate much with that. I purchased this. When I was walking out, he said, "Oh, I have some more glass bottles over here." He showed me this little bottle, which he said is a medical bottle. It's got no writing on it, but it's cool. And this one I had to have. It says Prudential, and the story he gave me was back in the day you had to urinate in this bottle and send it to your insurance company. Now, I haven't done any research. It sounded pretty morbid to me, so I purchased it. He wanted $1 a piece. I gave him $1 a piece. It'll be a fun piece to do some research on, and I have no idea what I can sell this for. If this story is true, and this could have had urine in it, or the intention was to urinate in it, it'll probably sell pretty well on eBay. People like weird stuff. Alright, so the next few items you've seen me buy in the past. They're the gold fill reading glasses. I got 2 empty cases just for when I get some pairs that don't have the cases. They look better on eBay if you have cases, and you get about 10 to 15 bucks per pair if you have the case lotted together. So that's what I bought these for. He gave me them for 50 cents a piece, so I spent $1 on 2. I also bought this pair of gold fill glasses. Really nice, good shape. I paid $3 for this pair. I'll put it in a lot like I do with all of them and get between $10 and $15. Not a huge money maker, but when you get 10 pairs and you sell them for $100 to $150, it feels good. So I also bought this pair of gold-filled glasses. A little different. They're the pinch nose. They have the chain, and then you stick the chain. I believe you stick it in your hair or in your shirt, and you let it hang. So very cool here. I've never had them with the chain, so I'm going to do some research and see if they're worth any more. If not, they'll end up in a lot with all the other gold-filled glasses I have. The next item I got was this half of a pipe. I paid $1 for it. The only reason I bought it was, yes, it's in good shape, but the band is sterling silver. It's not marked 925, it's marked sterling in cursive, so it's a little bit older. I'll do some research. It is Claridge imported briar. I'm not huge on pipes, but usually when they use nice metals like this, it means it was a nice piece. So it'll be fun to do research, and I know if it's not worth much, I'm only going to lose $1. So the last item I got at the Medina Collectible Market was this crate. It is a Pepsi Cola crate. It's got the bottle cap logo on it, which I've never seen before. As you probably already know, Pepsi Cola was pre-Pepsi. Later on they dropped the cola. So it is an earlier crate. It's got good subject matter. I paid $10 for this. I'm expecting to get 20 to 25 if it doesn't sell. I don't have this crate already, so I don't mind using it as some decor here in my house. But I will try to sell it for about $25. Okay, so that's everything I got at all 3 flea markets. Thanks for staying with me if you're still watching. Hopefully I showed you some stuff that you didn't know about. Maybe you'll see it at the next garage sale you go to, the next flea market you attend. You'll know roughly what to pay for it, because roughly you'll know what to get for it. So different markets do vary, so learn your market, know your market. Here in Cleveland, people don't pay that much for stuff. Some of the stuff I got, you'll have to sell on eBay to get your money out of it, or maybe your market's a little stronger. But keep hunting, making that money, and please like, share, subscribe, leave comments below. Make sure to thumbs it up. Don't thumbs it down. Just leave a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.